Oh no!
Hello, welcome to Ragdolls to Ridges, a channel documenting my adventures both with and without my feline companions. In this series, we are trying to conquer every mountain in England that falls within the Nuttall classification, which is a mountain which is higher than 2,000 feet with a 50-foot prominence. So join me and whoever I've dragged along with me to summit all 254 of these peaks.
The plan is today to do 10 Nuttalls, and I know that every single time that I said we're going to do X amount of Nuttals, it's always gone badly. There's the 8 Nuttals that we did in the Lake District last time where we were all ill and it went terribly. There's a time we went to Northumberland to try to do 6 and then, well, you have to watch the video and find out what happened there, but it went badly. So now we're going to try 10, but we have our good luck charm, so Crowley's going to come with us. Aren't you? He doesn't know what's happening. And we'll see how this goes. He seems pretty keen. So Crowley has been backpacking with us before, but not on any mountains, just kind of like just general walks, get him used to it. Usually he just stays in the bag, but he seems a bit more curious today.
Crowley is a ragdoll and he's about 5 years old. And being a ragdoll, he's not all that tricky to train or keep under control. You've just got to start them walking early and help them learn that it's not a stressful experience.
The first Nuttall on our journey is going to be Pike Blisco. This route shouldn't be too difficult because the only real ascent that we've got is up to this one, Pike Blisco. Then we descend a little bit and go back up. And then basically a bunch of the Nuttalls that we want to get are kind of on a ridge line. So it's not really that tricky. If we make really good time, then we'll stretch up and we'll go to Bowfell. But that's kind of a stretch goal. That would make 12 Nuttalls rather than 10, which is quite a lot. But who knows? Crowley's saying hi.
This is the first longer video that I'm posting that includes one of our cats, and I'd love to do more, but I do have to be careful about what potential conditions I'm exposing them to. After all, one bad hike can put them off for life, potentially. I am lucky enough that 3 of my 4 cats will go hiking, though one of those 3 more tolerates it rather than enjoys it.
Pike Blisco! It's the first Nuttall of the day. Might make a 20th one actually. Might be our 20th Nuttall now. Touch the rocks. And Crowley as well. How do you fancy that? No? We're coming down from Pike Blisco now. And then we're going to head up towards Crinkle Crags, which I can show you. So you can see the sheep there. But you see the path, and just kind of meandering up this way. We're going to follow that up to these peaks over here.
Pike Blisco is a Hewitt, a Nuttall, a Marilyn, and because we're back in the Lake District, it is also a Wainwright.
We're diverting from the path now, and then going to Great Knott, which is just up there, small deviation. And then once we've done that, we'll rejoin the path and go back up that way. Crowley is just kind of chilling. I'm not sure if you can see that, but he's had a bit of a walk around. He went up to Pike Blisco, but since then he's just been, he just wants to rest now. Cats sleep a lot. They're not really built for long hikes, but at least he's got a little house that he can sleep in. Great Knott. It's our second Nuttall of the day, 21st Nuttall. It's not too far off the path. I thought it was going to be a little bit more, but no, it's pretty easy to get to. Crowley's just enjoying treats here. Right, touch the rocks. Okay.
Great Knott is seldom visited, despite being only a short detour from the main path. Likely because most people on these trails are seeking Wainwrights, and is perhaps overlooked compared to its neighbours, Pike, Blisco and Crinkle Crags. That being said, we recognise you, Great Knott, as our 21st Nuttall.
So there, we've got the first scramble that we've got to do. It's nothing tricky, tiny bit of exposure. It looks quite fun. I think the only bad thing is probably loose rocks. That's nothing. Easy.
Our next mountain, Crinkle Crags, is composed of 5 distinct summits, aptly named the Crinkles. Pinning down a consistent nomenclature or order for these peaks turned out to be quite the headache. So, for simplicity, we'll follow the database of British and Irish hills, which lists them from 1st to 5th, running south to north. Of these, only the 1st and 2nd Crinkle meet the classifications we're aiming to bag.
South top, 3rd Nuttall of the day. All the rest are just down this ridgeline now. Touch rocks. Wait, we've got a Crowley. Is he going to touch it? Is he out? Fine, he can stay in the bag. He's resting.
The south top of Crinkle Crags is a Hewitt and a Nuttall. And here we advance to the infamous bad step of Crinkle Crags, requiring a short climb almost vertically up to the right of the Trogstones. An alternative route may be taken around the west-facing side of the buttress by anyone who Alfred Wainwright would describe as chicken-hearted walkers, muttering something about discretion being the better part of valour. Now I resent the mere thought of being considered chicken-hearted, which left us a little option but to defiantly ascend.
Crinkle Crags. This is the long top, I believe it's called, which is the highest point on Crinkle Crags. Crowley's still sleeping. Is he not? Is he out? Oh, he is. There you go. Touch the rocks. Right, let's go that way.
With the highest peak in our plan now bagged, we took a short rest just north of the 3rd Crinkle and settled in for a well-deserved lunch. Nothing as memorable as the homemade Polish soup we had in Northumberland, but enjoyable all the same. Crowley also took the moment to survey his new kingdom. Now, before we rush ahead and secure the next peak, let's throw the old counters up on the screen. Crinkle Crags is a Hewitt, a Wainwright, and you guessed it, a Nuttall. Emily, true to form, decided to go a slightly different route than us while our backs were turned. There she is. She's stuck, and we've not clocked it. That is, until we realise that every word recently spoken are within common English vernacular, and then we come to Emily's aid.
At Shelter Crags, it's what did I say, 5th? I don't know, we've done a lot of Nuttals today. This is one of them, Shelter Crags. Touch the rocks.
Shelter Crags is a Hewitt and a Nuttall.
Where's the camera? We're going off the track a little bit again. the north top for Shelter Crag. It's just up there. I'm gonna scramble up all these rocks. I think I'm pointing at them here and get to the top. Doesn't look too difficult. Again, it's just big loose rocks. It's the north top of Shelter Crags. Touch the rocks. And now we're going to decide if we're going to do Bowfell.
Yeah. Off we go, down.
And our north top is just a Nuttall.
So we are going to extend the journey. We're going to go up to Bowfell. And I just heard Emily just say, really confused, I thought there were two. There are. There's the main Bowfell, and then just like we had with the other Nuttals behind us, there's a north top as well. I think it's slightly shorter than the main one, but it does classify as a Nuttall, which apparently makes...
That's a great two mountains. It's stupid crossing.
Despite Emily's protests, this is just how the Nuttall classification works, as a peak is determined as distinct provided it has prominence of more than 50 feet. She thinks that she can make her own classification system, which I feel is a trap that a lot of people fall into, and this is probably the reason that Bridget's appear in my mountain encounters list, despite not really being well known by anyone outside of the Go For A Walk website. Bowfell is the 10th highest Nuttall in the list of English Nuttalls, and it is also a Hewitt and a Wainwright.
Bowfell, touch the rock. This cat might be the highest cat in England right now. Okay, Bowfell is done. We're not going to do the north top because just a little conscious of time. For a plan that originally only had 10 Nuttals to hopefully get 11 done, that's still 110%, so catch. Okay, my bad. I say this like we've already bagged the other ones. That's still on the list to do. We're not there yet, so we're just on our descent now. He's woken back up.
Anxiety did raise a little at this point as we were running slightly behind schedule, and Emily is a woman emotionally bound by deadlines. I may just take the software developer approach to task estimates in the future and just double my estimated times. Anyway, to sate her stress-inducing desires for a prompt finish, we raced ahead, clearing Bowfell and all the Crinkles in about an hour.
We're back at Crinkle Crag. We're not going to go down the bad step this time. We're going to go down the safer route. Presumably it's quicker, assuming that we have to wait for each other and take time in the bad step if we did it. I just don't have to worry about Crowley then as well. So this place is so empty now. There's not a soul around, it's so quiet. Apart from those two. They kind of won't stop following me. Little stand, touch the rocks. So, it's about 20 past 5 now, and we've still got 3 Nuttals to do. So, gotta get a move on. Oh wait, Crowley didn't touch the rocks, hold on. Boah.
Little Stand is a Nuttall and was probably the prettiest mountain that we came across. We fell in love with it so much that the next week we actually came here to do a wild camp, which is probably going to be the next video that I post on the channel. And we also bring one of our other cats, Laszlo, to wild camp with us, so stay tuned for that.
This one's got a bit of a long name, but not because the name itself is long, like this is all Cold Pike, but this, which is a Nuttall, is Cold Pike Far West Top. Touch the rocks. Right, 2 more. What time are we on? 10 to 6? Yeah, you haven't got to watch.
And very quickly, because we blitz through these now, Cold Pike Far West Top is a Nuttall.
So that one is the far west one. Which one's this?
Near west.
Near west.
Sorry, which west?
What?
What? Near. Wow, that's amazing.
This is Cold Pike West Top, opposed to far west one. Touch the rocks.
Creamy. The best cat shade. Oh no!
Don't chew it. Not good for you. It's plastic.
The second peak of Cold Pike makes our 29th Nuttall.
That over there is a great knot from this morning. And then just over these rocks is Pike Blisco. And then you can just see the cairn up there. That is our final Nuttall. It's about time.
Oh, this was the final one.
This is the final one.
What was that? Have we done that already?
That's Pike Blisco.
Oh,
Do you have dementia?
I don't listen to you.
Oh. Right, let's go. The actual summit of Cold Pike. We made it. 11 Nuttals in one day. You can actually see all of them around here. But this is a nice little place to finish. And then Crowley's out again. He's been sleeping most of the day after Pike Blisco. But here it is, Cold Pike. Touch the rocks. That was pathetic.
After a long but successful day, our final peak lets us increment a few of our counters, being a Hewitt, a Wainwright, and a Nuttall.
It's our car, it's back in view. Okay, this wasn't quite the shot that I had in mind for the outro, but I'll show you what happened just. We did it! So, after all those failures of long hikes trying to get loads of Nuttals, this one was actually successful and we bagged an extra one. So, I'm feeling ecstatic.
I'm very proud of us.
Yeah, it was good. Nice and exhausting. I think we're all fairly worn out, but it wasn't too bad. It's gorgeous.
Billy's the most worn out.
Yeah, Crowley. I might have said in an earlier clip, but he was having loads of fun scrambling up like a Blisco, but after that, he kind of poked his head up a few times, but that was it. He was asleep for the rest of it. I think he just wants to get back in the car now and go home. He's cool. He wants to say like and subscribe.
Go Team Chinatown!
I don't know what they're doing.